Hello, Sugar Ones! I hope you're enjoying the new update. I really do. It's not too bad, but this will be the... what you call it? This will be the Golden Apple prediction once again. Let me just get my camera on real quick before we actually start. There we go. So now it's connected and yeah, you see me here. Hello! Hellos! So... I hope you're enjoying it. I hope you're enjoying the new update. But anyways, onto this we go then, shall we? So this will be the newest predictions. Now, judging from last prediction, I probably only got about 50% of it right. That's like, yeah. From what I know from most of the teams, AXE losing against ZT was something surprising and something special is what I would say. But let's just move on towards the predictions first then, shall we? Oh, where is it? It's here, okay. So let's see, events, match predictions. Now then, understand this before I start. I'll be explaining through every team and what they're good and what they're bad at. But overall, from last, like this prediction, I said OM will be ZT, but then they didn't. Yeah, this is just me being favorable to OM, but I also told you guys not to put OM up there. I said it's up to you if you want to. But you know, AXE and FL, I guess it has shown how much AXE has been dominating FL, so that's another side to know. Scars, a little bit unfortunate. I thought Scar, like, see here. ACT won WBG, WBG won SC, SC won ACT. I don't know how that even works anymore. So, a little bit of things that are uncalled for, let's say, that we cannot predict. But anyways, let's move on towards the predictions then, shall we? First of all, we're gonna have the round of 12. GG versus ZT. GG will be winning. GG, like ZT Survivor is great, but ZT Survivor is great, but GG Survivors are also great. In terms of, basically in terms of everything. You have SAWM, like if we're gonna compare ZT's Hunter, ZT Hunter has a BQ. SAWM also has a BQ. They have a Bonbon. SAWM also has a Bonbon. SAWM's Wax Artist, let's just not talk about it. ZT's Wax Artist, I would say better. ZT also has a wheel, but you know, SAWM's wheel is better. ZT also, no, ZT doesn't really have anything else, do they? I'm not sure. But like overall stating, SAWM's just way better as a hunter compared to Meowpai, experience-wise and professional-wise. GG Survivors, they have now PP Xia, which basically upped their team power by a lot, let's say. You have Kuta who can contain, you have 18 who can contain really well, and you have PP Xia, and then you have PP Zhang who's basically your main rescuer, which Kuta has, you know, let's say retired from. So GG overall will have a much better chance of winning against ZT. Next we're gonna have WBG. WBG is gonna win against FL simply because YMM is absolutely godly. And for FL, Umpi, if I'm not wrong, was the only one who was from SST last year, but they've only have Umpi, right? And with FL's team comp in general, currently Hasha and PP is not doing so well as Hunter. Meanwhile, YMM has a JoJo that we don't need to talk about. YMM has a Dream Witch. YMM also has Nayet. He also has Clerk. He also kind of has Wax Artist. He also has Nayet. He has Spider as well. But with FL's side, PP is not really doing that well from what I've been seeing. And like their survivors, I think they're relying on Umpi quite a bit, which YMM's potential there, I think FL may actually end up losing. We did see their survivor team as well, like Umpi is great enough, but everyone else kind of needs a little bit of a work on compared to WBG. WBG may make mistakes, but also at the same time, their survivors overall are genuinely better than FL Survivor. Now ACT versus GR, I'm gonna say ACT will win. GR now has Super Rich, which is great and all, but Super Rich currently has an Axe Boy Nayed. I also have seen BQ, I haven't seen BQ. Bonbon? Have I seen him play Bonbon? Like Super Rich in general, he just recently started playing. He started playing for the last IVL and then towards this KOA. I don't think it's enough. Their survivors are definitely great, but against ACT Chiyu's Wax Artist Nayed, like his Wax Artist is godly. His Nayed is also godly, but his Dream Witch is phenomenal. But the problem with Chiyu's Dream Witch really is the fact that if he gets lost again, it's gonna not end well. Zeta versus GW, Zeta is winning. No talk about that. Quarterfinals, Wolves versus GG. I'm gonna say Wolves will win, considering the fact that Saw M, like now we know Saw M has a violinist, Saw M has a BQ, and of course Ming is now gone. Ming is back to substitute. Lion is back in. If Lion's back in, everything's a-okay, is what I'm going to say. Wolves may lost against GG, but also at the same time, it's because last IVL, Lion was benched because of the wrist problems. So he suffered an injury, which is why they got Ming into play. Wolves, I would like, if we're comparing Hunter-wise, I think Alekas may actually just be better overall. But then if we're gonna have Sion versus the GG versus Wolves Hunter of Wolves Survivor, I think Wolves would just dominate Sion. Maybe not Bonbon, we may have to ban Bonbon, but overall, yeah. Next we're gonna have WBG versus ZQ. I'm gonna put WBG in. There's one small reason for this. FPX ZQ had an internal quarrel. They did change coaches as well. So for ZQ right here, we did see that they lost. Like losing to Orsi was not their fault, but also at the same time, getting a 3-man escape against B4U was really bad to the point that D had to be subbed. For me personally speaking, ZQ's Survivor phenomenal, very good. ZQ's Hunter not so much. Like FPX ZQD is more of a tie guarantee hunter. He plays tie hunters more than win hunters compared to YMM. You have Clerk, you have Dreamwitch, you have Nayid. But then again, it's kind of like saying, will WBG Survivor make more mistakes, or will YMM just dominate ZQ Survivors? Because like on WBG side their hunter is great, on that ZQ side their survivors are great, so that's kind of the main difference there. But I'm gonna put WBG here considering the fact that they did, how do I say, practice quite a bit. They also nearly won IVL against Joe, so yeah, I'm putting that there. ACT versus Axiwave. Axiwave is not winning. Sorry about that, they're not winning, they're just not going to win. That's what I simply think, they're not winning. Yeah, I don't think ACT can ever, I don't think like Axiwave can win against ACT. Axiwave does have like, you know, their main Ench, they have their female dancer, but against Chiyue's Dreamwitch, he needs to up his Dreamwitch a little bit, but his Nayid is also really good though. We can't lie, ACT's Nayid, oh my god, Wax Artist, oh my god, you can't deny that, you can't deny it. For Dole versus Zeta, you see, here's the problem. Dole has currently 2 new survivors. And you can't rely on Dongshen too much. So I'm gonna say Zeta. Because there's a problem here, right? With Dole's side, you have 2 new survivors who recently came in, Nanzi and Silverzi. Nan and Silverzi, those are the 2 new ones. And you have the old one that is like Zhang Yujian, GYJ, and you have who's the other one again? Oh my god, I forgot his name. My bad. Let me just double check. Club introduction. Dou Wu. And Yihua, who is also a rescue main. But like these 2 new survivors, I'm gonna say if they participate next year, Dou has a really high chance of winning, but this year not really. Not against Zeta. Zeta's survivor overall are better than Dou's. Zeta's Hunter, Alf, is really good as well, but if we compare him to the Demon King, I think the Demon King has the upper hand. But Zeta's survivor is really good. You have Sasori, you have Kazuneko, you have Sasori, Kazuneko, you have oh my god, sorry, I need to check their names. I'm not good with remembering names. Where is Zeta? Hello. Okay, you have Kazuneko, you have Doliusu, you have Mochi, you have Sasori. Basically, yeah, Vampy will not be played anymore. Vampy will not be played anymore. Only Alf will be playing game 1 to game 5 non-stop. Vampy will just not be played anymore if they want to win this. That's the problem here. Moving on towards the semi-finals though. For semi-finals for Wolves versus WBG, I feel like Wolves will win, and then Zeta will win. That's what I'm gonna say. You can say WBG wins against Wolf, but also at the same time for WBG Survivor, they're like, it's either they play average or they play really well. But when they play average for the tie, the other Survivor's team just gets a 3-man escape, which is not really that good for YMM himself. Therefore, on that part, ACT versus Zeta, I will say Zeta has the upper hand here. Survivor wise, because like Zeta Survivor is way better than ACT's, and then Hunter wise they're on the same level, so Zeta will be winning. And then for championships, listen, WBG is probably coming third place this time, is what I'm hoping. ACT may have won against WBG, but I think WBG may actually come back. WBG may come back. It depends on if the survivors actually don't brain fire or XYZ. Championships, Wolves versus Zeta. I'm gonna say Wolves. Considering they practice quite a bit. For Zeta's side, there's a small problem here, because like from round 1 to round 5, if it's only Alf playing, like for, let's be honest, for Alexis, all he has to really worry about is Kazuneko's Prospector, but also at the same time having a Wax Artist, having a Bonbon, Nayid, Paloon, and Mary. I mean, Alf definitely has those as well, so for like the top 2, it's really 50-50 there. If they draft Vampy in, they are going to not have a good time. If Vampy plays round 1, none of them are going to have a good time. Unless they want to save Vampy's Dream, which has a trump card. But you never know how it goes. But that will be my predictions for that. And for results prediction, Hunters with the most single hit matches will be Hermit. It will have to be Hermit. Like, Hermit will be played. Well, like, Alexis has Hermit, guys. Alexis has Hermit. First Hermit CN server. And he's not getting the Hermit out will be more surprising to me. He's not playing Hermit now. The only reason why he's not playing Hermit now is because of the fact that they want the opponent team to forget about his Hermit. That's the whole jazz about that. Hermit will definitely get the most hits throughout the game, right? And then it'll also prolong the games quite as well. For context, single match, the most used character. We get to choose from survivors. The most used character will be Mercenary. A survivor with the longest containment in a single match will also be, usually these are harassers. Usually these will be harassers, right? So I'm gonna put Prospector down. I think any harasser in general will have a really long containment, but Prosy currently is the strongest harasser is what I'm going to say. So Prospector will have the longest containment, or Antiquarian. You know what? No, I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna change this to Antiquarian. Not Prosy anymore, it's going to be Antiquarian. Antiquarian will have the longest containment. And then the most used character, or the most banned, wait a second, okay, that's okay. The most banned character, it will be Survivor, it won't be Hunter at all. Believe me, it will not be Hunter. The most banned character, you could also say that it's going to be Mercenary, but you can't have a most bans and a most pick in this case scenario. So with survivors overall, they would ban Seer quite a lot, so I'm gonna put Seer down. A lot of them would rather ban Seer, let's be fully honest with ourselves. With contestants overall, survivors with the most pallet drop, this is really just a 50-50. I'm gonna put Huang He down, just because I respect the man. Survivors with the most escapes, I'm gonna put 487 there. Most escapes, let me think. Wait, 487, who does he mean? No, you need to choose survivors that play rescuers in general. Can 487 get more escapes? I think he can. He gets dungeons quite a bit. Contestants with the most terror jacks. Okay, let's not joke around. It's gonna be YMM. And the hunter with the most eliminations on average will be Donex. It will be Donex regardless. For Club Rise, the club with the most dungeon escapes. Wolves, yeah. The club with the most 4 eliminations. No, most likely. The clubs with the most 4-player escapes. Wolves play for 4-man escape a little bit way too much. You can put Zeta down here. You can definitely put Zeta down here. But I'm gonna put down Wolves. Club that uses the most characters. Let me think, right? It's not gonna be Wolves, that's for sure. Wolves wouldn't be using that much characters. GW. GW or ZT, those are your two options. Okay, you know what? You can't put GW or ZT in, because the moment they're eliminated, they don't count anymore. It can't be GR. It cannot be ACT. WBG, do they have a hidden main? I'm gonna say WBG. They have quite a few hidden mains that we don't know about. The shortest duration will be 350 and 410. Reason being, like for what I think, right? I don't think it's gonna be under 350. Your cipher machines will be done at, let's say, 320, 330. But also, if you run double decoder, I don't think it finishes that fast. I won't lie. Would it finish that fast? Wait, let me think of all the teams right now. Let's just look at all the teams. Who here can be eliminated ASAP? It can't be GW Survivors. No one here can be eliminated ASAP. So the fastest has to be between 350 and 410. You can't go under 350 though. I don't think that's possible unless you're just throwing by that point. Because like Survivors will get slugged. And like if they do Cypher Rush, I think it will still be over 350 considering these are pro players in general. It could be over 410 as well. But if we're saying the shortest match, let's just keep it between the middle. The match with the longest containment time. I'm basing this off of last year's. Last year's there was over 350 seconds, so yeah, I don't know what the hell was. Well, but you can say under 300 seconds. EIO said under 300 seconds, which is respectable, but like last year it was over 350, so I don't know. It's gonna be 38. It's gonna be over 38 because last year it was also over 38. It's also gonna be more than 19 because you're gonna have Hermit. Yeah, it's also gonna be more than 19. Like Paloon, Hermit. Though these guys are just yeesh. But yeah, I think that's about it. Let's just give it a quick look. This is the first one, second one, third one, fourth one, and then these, and then yeah, and that's about it from me today. Thank you for joining. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.